Most men fail not because they're weak, but because they're blind. They wake up with no fire, no target, no reason. They move through life on autopilot, grinding without meaning, chasing without purpose. And that's why their discipline breaks. That's why their consistency crumbles. That's why they can't stay locked in when life gets hard. Because without purpose, discipline feels like prison. But when your purpose is clear, discipline becomes effortless. Think about it. When you know why you're fighting, you don't need to beg for motivation. When you know why you're grinding, you don't need to be pushed. When you know why you're suffering, you don't complain, you embrace it. A soldier in war doesn't cry about the weight of his armor. A lion doesn't hesitate when it's time to hunt. A storm doesn't ask permission before tearing the sky apart. They know their purpose, and so every ounce of discipline flows naturally. But here's the reality: most men never find that. They waste their strength chasing cheap pleasures. They burn their focus on distractions that don't matter. They pour their energy into goals that were never even theirs. And when it gets hard, they fold. Because why would you bleed for something meaningless? That's why you struggle. That's why you can't stay consistent. It's not because you're lazy. It's not because you're weak. It's because you haven't locked in on your purpose. You're swinging in the dark. You're marching without a destination. You're building without a blueprint. And the truth is brutal: if your purpose isn't clear, your discipline will always collapse. But here's the flip side. When you do find your purpose, when you carve it into your soul, everything changes. Suddenly, the grind makes sense. Suddenly, the pain feels worth it. Suddenly, the discipline that used to feel impossible becomes who you are. You don't need to force yourself out of bed. You don't need to beg yourself to train, to work, to fight. You just do it. Because your purpose demands it. That's the difference between the average and the elite. The average man tries to drag himself forward with weak motivation. The elite man is pulled forward by his purpose. Think about history. Warriors who fought for their people didn't ask, "Do I feel like training today?" They trained because their tribe depended on them. Leaders who built nations didn't ask, "Do I feel motivated?" They worked because destiny demanded it. Legends who changed the world didn't stop when it was hard. They bled, they sacrificed, they endured because their purpose burned too bright to quit. Purpose makes pain powerless. Purpose makes discipline effortless. Purpose makes the impossible inevitable. So the real question is this: what's your purpose? What is worth your suffering? What is worth your time, your focus, your discipline, your life? If you can't answer that, nothing I say will save you. But if you can answer that, if you can name the fire that burns in you, then you'll never run out of strength. Here are your action steps. Cut the noise. Turn off the endless distractions. The scrolling. The flexing. The noise of other people's lives. Purpose is found in silence, not in chaos. Ask the hard questions. What do you want to build before you die? Who do you need to become? What will you regret if you never chase it? Write it. Face it. Own it. Tie your discipline to that vision. Your workout is not just a workout, it's armor for the battles ahead. Your work is not just work, it's bricks for the empire you're building. Your sacrifices are not losses, they're investments in your destiny. Revisit your purpose daily. Every morning, remind yourself why you're here. Write it down. Speak it out loud. Engrave it into your soul until quitting feels like betrayal. This is how you turn discipline from a fight into a flow. This is how you stop dragging yourself and start being pulled by your vision. This is how you stop being average and start becoming untouchable. Because once your purpose is clear, discipline is no longer effort. It's instinct. It's breath. It's life. But let's get real. You won't find your purpose in comfort. You won't find it in distractions. You won't find it in the shallow goals they sell you. You'll find it in the struggle. You'll find it in the silence. You'll find it in the fire that refuses to die no matter how many times you try to smother it. That's your purpose. That's what you're here to do. And until you find it, nothing else will satisfy you. So here's the truth. Every time you skip discipline, you're not just being lazy, you're betraying your purpose. Every time you choose distraction over focus, you're not just wasting time, you're stabbing your own destiny in the back. Every time you quit when it's hard, you're not just weak, you're walking away from the man you were meant to be. And if that doesn't burn you inside, you're already lost. But if it does, if you feel the fire in your chest right now, then you know what you need to do. So stop waiting. Stop pretending. Stop lying to yourself about why you can't stay disciplined. You don't need more motivation. You don't need more hacks. You don't need more shortcuts. You need clarity. You need purpose. You need to decide what you're willing to suffer for and then suffer with pride. Because when your purpose is clear, discipline doesn't drain you, it fuels you. It doesn't cost you, it pays you. It doesn't weaken you, it transforms you. The wolves don't hesitate when the hunt begins. The lions don't second-guess the kill. The storm doesn't question its thunder. Neither should you. You know your purpose. Now act like it. So if you're ready to stop making excuses, if you're ready to lock in, if you're ready to make discipline effortless, prove it. Drop the phrase, "My purpose makes me unstoppable," in the comments, so I know you're not playing games. And remember this. The weak man needs motivation. The strong man has purpose. The weak man begs for discipline. The strong man lives it.